Hello. So today we're going to talk about parasites, bacteria, biofilm, and how they can affect your mood, your willpower, what you want to eat, your energy, your life in general, how they affect the decisions we make, how they affect what we eat, what we want in our life. It's amazing how everything is connected. And I just want to tell you something about hormones and how they affect your hormones, right? Parasites, bacteria, biofilm, very powerful things. And I'm just going to tell you, let's start with this. Not when I was trying to, for so many years, trying to find out why I can't have children, why can I get pregnant, why can I lose weight, why can't I, despite changing my diet, despite trying so hard, why is it so unbelievably hard to become healthy? And of course, I changed a lot of practitioners, nutritionists, doctors. And when we were talking about hormones, it's always either medication or some herbs they recommend to you. Some of them might scratch the surface of talking to you about the gut health, about parasites, about bacteria. They usually even if they do the gut test, they usually tell you there is mild dysbiosis, there is dysbiosis, maybe there is one parasite, maybe something they find in there, but and I can guarantee you probably 95% of them is going to tell you that they didn't find anything that seriously affecting your health. And this is a big mistake, and I don't want you to go that route, and I want you to take responsibility in your own hands and understand that bacteria, parasites, biofilms, there are a lot of yeast. There are a lot of yeast, not just the candida. There are a lot of things, a lot of creatures that live in our body, and they absolutely affect everything. They spread throughout the whole body. They affect our brain. They affect our sex organs like your ovaries. They affect our lungs. They affect our heart. This biofilm, sticky like gel substance, is everywhere throughout our body. And when these doctors or practitioners, even functional doctors sometimes, but it changes a little, but still it's not in the depth that can create the results that I'm now finally getting for myself and my clients. And if I would, I think I probably, for it's a pretty ugly picture, but for some brave souls after this video, after this live, under comments, I'm gonna send some of the pictures of what coming out of my clients after their gut tests come back and it says, everything pretty normal. There are no parasites, there are no like just mild dysbiosis. And then we do the protocols, especially right now, that we do in my charge. Gosh, somebody texted something, interrupted what I was trying to say. But in my tree of life, yes. So the protocols that I'm going to use, that I tested on myself, that I'm going to use with my clients when we get to the deeper issues of this, it's just incredible results. But I'm going to start talking a little bit about the symptoms. How do you even know, even your gut test come back normal, but you feel like something else I need to do to balance my hormones? I'm miserable, there are fibroids, polyps. You wake up, that foggy brain. Think about that. You wake up, you're supposed to have energy. Cortisol is supposed to kick in within minutes, and then you're supposed to be like children. They go from sleep to pretty active, healthy children to active and running and going. And I want you to ask yourself, why are we so fatigued? Why are we so miserable? Why everything is so hard? Why are we craving so much the foods that destroy our body? And I give you the answers today. Absolutely. So how do you think when you have parasites, the yeast, the bacteria that is destroying your body? You probably have some of these symptoms. This is a constipation. It's a huge one, big one. In all of my courses, in all of my especially one-on-one work, I always emphasize you cannot start any work on getting your body healthy, on getting your body out of this, out of this misery if you have constipation. Constipation is a road to hell. So if you have constipation, definitely there is biofilm, there is parasitic infection, there is bacteria involved. And of course, it can be structural, but even if it's structural, so like maybe you have some problems with the vagus nerve or some genetic problems, then of course you have different bacteria and parasites. There may be diarrhea. So your bowel movements are supposed to be natural. They're supposed to be not sticky. They're supposed to be formed. They're supposed to be not smelling like, people have to evacuate from the house. If you have any type of vaginal discharge that is not clear, that is not healthy, that is not normal, rectal or vaginal discharge, if you have constant hunger, when you eat your lunch or breakfast or dinner and you're still thinking like, I'm not, like, I ate the whole plate, but I still feel like I'm still hungry. I need to eat something. And you only feel normal after you eat something sweet at the end of your meal. Or you eat in a couple of hours, you feel like your stomach is still pretty full, but you experience that hunger. When you can't go for a long period of time without food and you become sweaty, shaky, or even just miserable, and you need to put something in there, even if it's just a drink or something like this. Anemia. A lot of parasites are linked to anemia. And we're just getting all of these iron pills, we're getting all of these infusions, we try so hard to overcome anemia, we don't see the results. My dear, you need to come to me to my Tree of Life program. After we took care of those creatures, you're going to see results. Hives, any type of pimples, hives, any type of things that is on your skin. Anxiety, oh my goodness, especially yeast, candida, and then I don't know, tons of other species. Candida is not the only yeast that lives in our body. They colonize. It goes to your eyes, goes to your brain. Then you wake up in the morning like, of course I'm not having energy. Of course I forget where I put my keys. People don't remember each other names no more. People have enough energy to barely survive their day. This is miserable, and I don't want to live like this. Gastritis, yes. I don't want to live like this, and I don't want you to live like this. Okay, so abdominal pain, gastritis. Of course, you need to get rid of the stuff that lives in you. H. pylori, yeah, there's a lot of things to get rid of H. pylori, and it's pretty doable in 30 days. Absolutely. Anxiety, abdominal pain. Yes, if you have that IBS, if you constantly feel like you're pressed in different areas of your body, and I always say, start knowing your body, what's going on in your body. Have you ever looked at your vagina, like literally taking a mirror and looking at it? Have you ever touched your body? Have you ever did the abdominal massage? Have you ever asked your body, what does it want right now? But I don't want to go to this area. Like, take responsibility for your own life once and for all. How do I deal with anxiety? My dear, I just talked about this. This is the parasite anxiety. Parasite, fungus, bacteria. You need to be good cleanse, and then you need to work with your vagus nerve. Absolutely. And then you need to put all the vitamins and minerals you're deficient in. For all of this, you can come to me and we'll fix it. Abdominal pain, muscle and joint pain. Absolutely. When you have these stiff muscles, that pain, there is yeast. I say it all the time. Prolonged traveler's diarrhea, reduce absorption of micronutrients. A lot of people who gain weight, they actually have a ton of yeast in their body, parasites, bacteria, absolutely, small intestine populated with bacteria. And let me tell you something, they eat your food, they eat the minerals and vitamins, they spill out toxins that paralyze your nerves, that paralyze your brain, that paralyze your muscles in your intestines. They give you all this toxin through your blood, through your lymph. And while they eat all of your food, your cells not getting the nutrients and vitamins, and they signaling to your brain, she's starving, let's have this fat. Let's have this fat around your around your body, because you're starving on inside. And people just can't get out of this vicious cycle. Like, tell me if you recognize yourself. Give me something like you can do the like, because a lot of times, let me tell you a secret, we really love talking to someone. I don't want to just talk at you, I want to help you. So if you have a questions, if you recognize something, if you just wanted to just tell me thank you for what I'm doing, you can just press the like button. That it just makes me feel good. Frequent gas, weight loss, weight gain, coughing, you always have this kind of like slimy things. Your throat always gets something stuck into it. You have a discharge, you have to blow your nose in the morning, you have a lot of discharge from your eyes. Babe, you're seriously infected. And none of these gut tests that everybody likes to say, well, when they come to me, well, I did the gut test and they didn't show anything. Well, let me tell you a secret. 70% of them, they're just so useless because the technology, how they do it is, it's not good. The very good tests like GI map, for example, that show you probably 60% of what's really going on in your body. And this is one of the best tests, one of the best, hands down, that I use. Strange vaginal discharge, right? Dehydration, headaches, it's parasitic infection. Plus, it can be structural, can be vagus nerve, but a lot of times this is the microbiome, parasites and yeast that live in us, and they absolutely affect our hormones. All of these toxins, they garbage our liver, and our liver, poor girl, it has to fight so much of these toxins, and it doesn't have time to process your estrogen. Your estrogen goes haywire, and all these dirty estrogens is there. Your body's not detoxing, your body is swimming in its own waste. And swollen lymph nodes, then every time you feel like you a little bit of sick, and here and there your lymph nodes start swelling. So I don't like any of these symptoms, and I've had all of them. And I decided, and even before, even just a year or 2 years ago, I didn't take it seriously enough, what lives in us, what's going on in us. And I've seen amazing results with my clients, but now within myself, what I'm testing right now, the new methods on how to go deep and cleanse all of our systems, or cleanse the blood, cleanse the lymph, cleanse the kidneys, the liver, the brain. I'm going to get its own webinar on the brain. My dears, all of this shit poisoning the brain. When your brain is fatigued, your amygdala, the parts of your brain, they're supposed to signal your endocrine system what to do. It signals your ovaries what to do. It signals your heart what to do, without you even taking part of it. It's like breathing, right? So it signals to your organs what to do. And when your brain is hijacked, is fatigued, is poisoned, it's not going to tell your endocrine system what to do. And of course, you have these hormone imbalances because all of your hormones start in the brain. So it's very serious. And the thing is, even when you take antibiotics, when you want to get rid of these parasites, bacteria, opportunistic bacteria, they call it opportunistic because they're very they like the opportunity. As soon as you're very stressed, your hydrochloric acid goes down and you not protected, they get into your body. We always touch something. When you go to a restaurant, this is gross, but how, like, I know this for sure. They don't wash their hands. A lot of times you bring crazy stuff from the restaurants, especially if you like go somewhere on the coast where we live right now in Florida, and sometimes I see how they touch this food, how what's going on. It's just nasty. All of these places where you go, you touch everything, you ingest a ton of stuff, and if you don't know how to protect yourself, if you don't know how to cleanse your own body, if you don't know how to help your own body, you're literally hijacked. And then you're thinking, I'm eating right, and we're gonna have its own absolutely don't eat raw anything at restaurants, yes, but even the cooked food. And another thing is, what, let's talk about food a little bit. I didn't plan on it today, but a little bit. When you have all of these all of your when you have your acidity low, when you're very stressed, your acidity in your stomach goes very low. If you have H. pylori, another freaking creature that gets in our stomach and prevents us from digesting our proteins. So a lot of times you see very sick people, and that's why everybody advised, even if it's you don't want to go vegan or be vegetarian, but for a while you're healing, it's essential to stay away from meat, because so many of the patients coming to me and we do their test and we find H. pylori. This guy prevents you from digesting your protein. So all the chicken leg, all of this fried food, like the meat or any kind of meat, when you consume it, or literally any type of protein, but you know, animal protein is a lot heavier. It's just literally meat sitting there, not digested, because you can't digest it with H. pylori or low hydrochloric acid, acidity in your stomach. And we, because of stress nowadays, because this is one big matrix. Literally, I talk about matrix all the time. That's why it doesn't like me. So they want us to stay sick. And I want you to wake up. I want you to realize that we are not a herd of sheep, that they just telling us, do not believe everything that you hear. But let's go back to meat. So it goes, it sits in your stomach for so long, it marinates in there, and then it goes to your small intestine. All of these bacteria, they want you to have this meat, all of these sweets that you can't digest, so they could eat it, because they don't care what you eat. They don't care what happens to you. They just want to eat this crap, you know, undigested food. They want the sweet, they want the fried, they want heavy, all of these mixed and lots of ingredients, because under all of these it's like perfect breeding ground. It's like literally hell inside of your intestines, and all of these toxins, all of these rotten foods sitting in there. And of course you have leaky gut. Of course your gut is inflamed, there are microscopic holes. There are, like, we have hair like villi, they're supposed to absorb our food, they get blunted. There is a lot going on in your body, my dear, and I want you to wake up. I want you to stop believing everybody, because literally a lot of medical system designed to kind of like keep you, they help you a little bit with the medications, but they want to keep you at somewhere where you are, creating an illusion that they're getting you better, but they are not. That's why the whole nutrition and medicine right now is a freaking wild west. There is so much going on. That's why you go on YouTube and Instagram and you see everybody contradicting each other, because they want you to build in. One thing I want you to become is to become very royal-like, very calm, and understand this information I will take because I believe it, and this information I will not take, because they feed us so much. They want us to get confused. They want us to believe different theories, but then don't believe any of them, and kind of like lose the potency, lose the interest, feeling like we paralyzed, feeling like there is no way out of here. And I promise you there is one, but you have to be smart. You have to be very have to take all of your willpower and decide, I'm not a sheep, I'm not a cow. You can't just take what is this? I don't know, a stick and tell me where to go. I am a human being. I am very powerful. I can change. I promise you, you can change your life. You can change your body. I invite you to my Facebook group starting Monday at 12 o'clock. I'm going to give for just 10 minutes videos. I'm going to give absolutely valuable information or a task, I would say, that will help you to change your life and to change your body completely. If you follow, it's going to be every day for 30 days at 12 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to change, it's going to blow your mind, change your body. You're going to start living different life where you have the body of your dreams, awareness, you're clear, you wake up in the morning, you're ready to go, you're happy, you're energetic. This is what people are. We're not coming here to this planet to just eat, have sex, gossip, find the food and shelter, going to work and sleep. No, we are amazing. We're amazing. And we have mission on this planet. Either that mission is your body or save the planet. We all do have a mission. You just have to find it. Okay, so there is the parasites. There are a ton of parasites that tests do not diagnose. There is always, if you have any type of bloating, if you have any type of fatigue, any type of skin problems, any type of nerve problems, there are always overgrowth of the bacteria in the small intestine. There is like chronic fatigue syndrome. If you have heartburn or GERD, if you have irritable bowel syndrome, all of this, you have any hormone imbalances, because look, your intestines, they sit on top of the ovaries. They spill, all of these toxins get spilled in your ovaries, they get inflamed, there is fibroids, there is endometriosis, all of the abdominal cavity is this small, and there is so much toxins, there is so much byproducts of their activities, these bacteria and parasites and yeast produce, that it's enough to, and they colonize, it's enough to get to your organs, enough to get to your brain, and they don't want you to get rid of them. That's why they form a biofilm. Biofilm provides a protection for these bugs. So that's why some of the infections are so hard to get rid of, because this biofilm, it's like a shelter for them. It's like a biofilm matrix. They group to each other and they create this slimy substance, and they build and build and build it, and from intestines to your organs to your lungs to your nasal cavity. That's why a lot of times in the morning there is a lot of mucus. You have to cough something out. You have to blow your nose. When you're sick, when you have a virus, actually some type of the virus, they actually helping you to get rid of this shit. And some of the viruses are actually our friends. They want the host to be healthy and to survive, because of course they have their own agenda, but they kind of compete with these bacteria and parasites for you. So they help you to get rid of the toxins. They help you to actually get your body healthy, some of them. So despite of strongest medication, sometimes despite of a lot of, like, you think, okay, so they found something on the gut test, and they're gonna give me, well, I did sometimes people come into me and say, well, I did the gut protocol, and I'm like, well, what did you do? And then I found out that it was a couple of supplements they took, or maybe antibiotic, and it was a course for like 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 3 months, and it depends what they did and how they do it. When I start getting into this, I understand, oh my God, you didn't even scratch the surface of what's going on in your body. And some people are better, some people are worse. All of us have biofilm. Absolutely all of us. These bacteria, through this biofilm, they actually talk to each other. The bacteria in your gut talk to the bacteria in your brain. The bacteria, parasites, they can be in your eyes, they can be in your brain, they can be in your lungs. And when I talk about parasites, it's not necessarily a big bunch of worms. There are one-cell parasites. There are a lot of parasites looking like, I don't know, like looking like a big, like fatty tissue. There are different type of parasites, but they are parasites, and they sometimes do more damage than worms. And where is the iron deficiency, where is a lot of heavy metals, they always get hand in hand with parasites. And I really love biohacking. I really love genetic testing. I really love a lot of things, but I can tell you, before you do any of these, that's why I have the system where it's a tree of life, then Lamborghini engine, tree of life. We're getting rid of, we're cleansing your whole system out, and not just scratching the surface. Like a lot of, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of functional medicine doctors that know how to go really deep into the issues, but a lot of times you go to the hands of people who have no clue about how deep it goes and what kind of damage these biofilms, parasites and bacteria can do to your body. And they kind of distract you and take you away from very important problem, because before you do any genetics, the parasite bacteria, they can affect our hormones and they can affect our genes. Our genes, it's probably, our genetics is just 20% of our health picture. We can absolutely influence that. And it's your choice, like in a matrix, blue pill or red pill. Either you affect your genes or your microbiome affect your genes, your life, your food preferences, your taste. When you start, when I use mythology that I use right now, some of these ancient Russian herbs, some of these very fancy functional protocols, and I use the herbs and I use the chemicals. Yes, chemicals, some medications can be life-saving for you and to help you to fight all this stuff. A lot of people in the natural world, they're like, oh, you can't touch the medications, you can't touch. Yes, you can. Anything that can help your body, biohack, you know, these creatures who hijacked it, they are on your side. It's okay. We deal with immediate danger, and then your body is amazing. It can heal so fast when you get rid of everything that doesn't belong in there. So it's your choice. Either you go all in and you really spend and you dedicate 3 to 6 months of your life to this, but you go all in. For example, with me, how I do this, it's not it's maybe not easy, but it's very simple. We create this for you, the whole protocol, the whole, like, your daily routine. You go all in, you do it once, and you will see what type of energy, how the chronic illnesses just start shedding from, like, it's like old skin. You start shedding it. You start getting rid of all of these chronic problems. You start thinking differently. You start acting differently. Your taste changes. Your smell changes. You even want different clothes. Like, you know, you realize that your body being literally hijacked. You realize you lived hypnotized. You realize you lived in Matrix. And then there is a Lamborghini engine. That's where we go really deep in your genetics, in your minerals, in your cell. We're telling them, beautiful body, you've been struggling for so long, and you give to your cell everything that they need. And then in the awakened body, this is my third part of my program. Then you go through your ancestors, then you go through your traumas that live in your body that prevent you from actually living life, understanding who you are, having your goals, having your missions. Because believe it or not, you live in your store that another high these guys were actually influencing your body, like this part of the brain, frontal lobe, from you understanding what is your life, who you are. And they usually this fatigued hijacked brain, they usually live in this lizard brain that always responsible for you just want to survive, for you just want to fight, running from tigers, for you to just literally being here on the planet Earth like an animal. And I love animals. Maybe it's not the best comparison, but you literally, you live, you survive, you eat, you have sex, you sleep. That's it. When you get your body rid of all of these bacteria, parasites, slimy biofilm, when you cleanse your brain, your amygdala, your third eye, whatever you believe in, you understand your mission, your life, you understand that there are a lot of illusions in here, and then you want to go deep into your ancestors, cleaning that up, start living in the illusions of this world, of all of this. I actually have a webinar about parents and ancestors. It's amazing how many fears, illusions, and conditions we get from the generations, and we call them genetics, right? We call them, well, this is just runs in my family, this illness, this disease run, not disease, but this illness, right? This health condition just runs in my family. Not, my dear, it's not just the health condition. Of course, this biofilm bacteria, your mom gives it to you, but also it's the way of thinking, those illusions, those triggers. If your parents, if your ancestors had hunger or like famine, or somebody killed someone, a lot of people don't talk about this. This is unprocessed trauma that your whole family tree has, and it affects your everyday life. And also unprocessed trauma you have, like rejection, abandonment. We all have like little magnets on our body that all over us, trauma, illusion. We're like little cabbage with a lot of leaves on top. So this is not you. And in Awakened Body, I show you how to shake it all up, how to understand that you are the creator of your own life, that all of this can be transformed, because it is just a little simple work with the family tree, with deciding where you are in this world. I like use psychosomatic branch that's called family constellations. So we put you right in your place, in your life, in your family life, in your business life, in your mission, and you understand that you were living in a dream. You were asleep all this time. Okay, and where it all starts is from these guys absolutely hijacking your body, your organs, your nerves, your brain. They're very powerful, this biofilm. That's why I say, like, not a lot of practitioners, not a lot of doctors understand how serious it is and what kind of changes we can make with removing what doesn't belong in your body. And of course, it has to be a little protocol. There are some actions, there are steps that you need to take, and that's why I tried everything, so many functional medicine, ancient, different. I tried you name it, the cleans, you name it, I tried, and I understand to go deeper and faster. I understand the steps now, and that's what I'm using on myself and my clients. I never ever recommend or try anything on my clients and patients until I do that myself. Ever, never recommend anything. That's why I am not big on like giving advertising stuff and anything like this. If I do recommend something, it's just because I absolutely believe in it and trust in it, and I tried it myself. And I know how to get out of these holes. And I know how it feels, that life before you do it, in life before you decide to take the red pill or blue pill, I don't know which one. But before you decide to change your body, to change your life, how much energy, willpower, how much strength, how much excitement you have for life after. You're a totally brand new person. It's like coming here and driving crappy car for Pinto, and then all of a sudden you do something and you're leaving the car what is it, the car, you know, the salon where they sell the car in a Lamborghini. It's absolutely different. And it took me years to realize what our body really need and how deep we should go with removing these creatures out of our body. It's significant and it's essential. And then you realize, like, when you do this, you wake up from a very long dream you've had, and then the chronic illnesses go away and your whole life changes. And absolutely, that energy is there. All right, so it was awesome talking to you. If you watched the replay, please yeah, send me a message, say something. You can always click the like button just because you want to say, hey, thank you, Alyssa, for an eye-opening experience. And also start doing something. You can reach out to me, you can start working with me, you can start working with someone who know what they're doing, because we all need help to go forward in this life, and we need to do it fast because time is absolutely different, and they don't want us to wake up. They don't want us to realize how powerful we are. We're literally God's image here on earth. They don't want us. They want to still use stick on us, you know, like go here, go there, don't wake up, don't do what you are born to do. They want us asleep. They want us dictate us all of this through these creatures that live in our body. But I want you to wake up, and even if you don't work with anyone, do something. Start with the wormwood. Google some herbs that you can use for parasitic infections, maybe some tests you can do. Start somewhere, start something. Don't just leave hypnotized. Don't just leave thinking that that's it, I cannot win. You absolutely, absolutely can. We can reverse chronic illness. We can have abundant energy. We can have a mission. We can have money. We can have life. Absolutely. But for that, you need to wake up, shake it off, and start doing something. Start doing something. At least write down, what do you want from life? Because when you don't know where you're going, nothing's going to happen. Write down what do you want your body to do? Write down, what do you want from this life? How do you see your life? How do you see your body? Tell your body what to do. If you have an organ that hurts, close your eyes, concentrate, send some love to it. Start using some herbs, cat's claw, wormwood. Methylene blue is a chemical. It's amazing, amazing for killing all of these creatures and giving you energy. Start using even the spices that you have at home. You know, the garlic can be powerful. There is some, but not just chewing it, eating it. It can be pretty bad. But you know, turmeric, cinnamon, the herbs. There are a ton of herbs that can help you to get rid of these guys. You can start with something. Okay, it's the first thing of a human being that is a human being is a willpower. We all have this. And action kills anxiety. Action kills depression. Action kills mission and action, that kills anything that is drowning you and taking you down. So start doing something, reach out, ask for help. You taking responsibility in your own hands. When you take responsibility for your own body, the universe, God, whatever, sees that and understand that you can take responsibility for your money, for your family, for your relationships. When you start with your body, everything changes in your life. Absolutely. Okay? Love you bunches, and talk soon. Bye-bye.